Teamfight Tactics Set 7 is about to end, and if you've been struggling to climb, or like me, you've just been kinda lazy, this tier list is gonna help you. What's up, knuckleheads? It's Josh, and once again we are back with another TFT aggregated tier list as determined by the data sites and experts that I will list below to give an overall picture of what people agree is best in the meta right now. So let's jump right into the tier list. As you can see, the S tier has largely remained unchanged in the top 3, with Aoshin, Xiaoyu, and Xayah as your top 3 comps. However, there is a good mix of reroll comps in there as well, with Olaf and Karma being in the S tier, as well as the Grave Seraphine combo that has really risen to popularity in the last few patches. So Shot Yasuo, Dragon Horde, and Guild Zippy, all strong options, just a touch below the others in the S tier. And then in the B tier, kind of rounding out the list of acceptable or strong comps, some more usual suspects with the likes of Shyvana, Pantheon, and Deja, but we also have the reroll comp of Nidalee, we've got Evoker Namzi, and we also have Darkflight Rengar along with Dragonmancer Kai'Sa, which obviously rose to prominence just a few patches ago. For the comps that have risen and fallen in this patch, let's take a look first at the comps that were good last patch and have kind of fallen out of favor this patch. Chief among those would be Dragonmancer Lee Sin, Jade Pantheon, and Guild Jace. The biggest surprise here is obviously Dragonmancer Lee Sin. He was an A tier comp in patch 1220, but now he has dropped down to the C tier. And it's not quite obvious why, because Lee Sin didn't get any direct nerfs, nor did Dragonmancers, and another Dragonmancer, Karma, is also in the S tier right now. For whatever reason, people are just not seeing Lee Sin as the strong carry that he was for the last few patches. Ragewing Shyvana and Guild Zippy also dropped a little bit this patch, even though they're still A and B tier. Just something to keep in mind if you've been playing those comps. They're still very much playable and they can get you top 4s, but they're probably not going to get you as many top 2s as you might have been getting in the last few patches. In terms of the rising comps, you can obviously that Seraphine Graves and reroll Olaf both made jumps from the B tier up into the S tier this patch. Ditto for Swift Shot Yone, who's now an A tier comp, along with Cannoneer Graves. Both the simple Cannoneer Graves comp and the Seraphine Graves comp, in no small part thanks to the Cannoneer buffs that just came through in 1221. And the last significant rising comp of patch 1221 is Darkflight Rengar, which is our featured comp of the patch. Darkflights in general have been pretty weak throughout set 7.5, but Darkflight Rengar is absolutely the flavor of the comp patch right now. Both of the high elo tier lists that I looked at had this comp listed as at least A tier, and according to Tactics.tools, it's the 7th most played comp in this patch. In terms of augments, anything related to Darkflight like Darkflight Crown are obviously going to be very good. Double Trouble's another really good one for this comp, along with Knife's Edge, because you are going to have the ability to position Rengar potentially in the top 2 rows. And beyond that, Celestial Blessing, Thrall the Hunt, both are pretty good augments for this comp. As far as the item you'd like to copy as part of the Darkflight comp, the obvious answer is Zeke's Herald. This is really good on both Rengar and Tyrant Swain. However, don't overlook the possibility of just putting a random emblem on there and getting the Darkflight Essence. That's also really good, maybe the best item on both Rengar and Tyrant Swain. There you have it. Good luck climbing this patch, knuckleheads. I'll talk to you next time. Peace out.